Hey guys, it's Kai from 2K Garage. Today we are installing a camshaft. Here we've got a LS3 camshaft. Anyways, got an LS3 camshaft out of Camaro, and we are going to slap this puppy into our RX-7. But before we do that, we have got to remove the retaining plate. All right, we've got the retaining plate off. Let's go ahead and slap the puppy in there. All right, it's gonna be hard to record and try to throw this. Just kidding, the LS3 is already installed. So tomorrow the valve springs come in and the VVT Delete kit comes in. Somebody at my house? Yeah, the VVT Delete kit comes in, and hopefully soon I can order the rest of the stuff. I forgot, I haven't updated you guys on what I plan on actually doing with this thing. So I've kind of been sitting around trying to figure out this stupid wiring harness. Well, that wiring harness is junk. I assume it's from eBay. No labels, really hard to use. I got the drive-by wire to actually work, but I couldn't figure out why the injectors weren't firing. So instead of running the stupid eBay harness, we're going to get the Aces Jackpot EFI kit installed on this thing. I don't actually plan on buying the kit that comes with the intake and the throttle and whatever else, the fuel rails. I plan on actually going and buying the separate kits, maybe one from Summit Racing, something that's a low profile intake, something that'll come out like right here instead of right here. I don't know if you can see it from video, but my engine block is actually leaning way back. And I hope that once we get the cross member and the transmission installed, this engine gets lifted up and hopefully the throttle doesn't come out here. It comes out more like maybe here. The plan is to get the hood close enough to closing. I don't know how well we'll be able to achieve that, considering I still need the alternator, the water pump, the radiator fans, and we still plan on dropping this thing on its nuts. It's still at factory ride height, but yeah, it'll be like half a second for you guys and like 24 hours for me. I will see you guys whenever everything, the valve springs and the VVT Delete kit comes in. Right there it is. There's my Michigan Motorsports part. This is the VVT Delete kit and my valve springs. It should be, at least. Let me get this open. It's hard to open with one hand. All right, there's everything needed for a VVT Delete kit and valve springs. So I'm gonna try to get to work on getting at least the VVT Delete kit on. I don't have a tool right now to hold the valves up while I replace the springs. So I might be able to use a compression tester, run it through the spark plug hole and hold pressure on the valves. I'm not totally sure right now. So we'll see if we get that to work. What is that? That's the connector. Ooh, need to keep that. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys on the VVT Delete kit. So I believe the first step is probably getting some gloves on, but is getting this gasket off of here. And then we will put the gear on, get it in time, put the timing chain on, and yeah, I think we should be good. Just replace the gasket, put the gear on, put the timing chain on. I think we're good. All right, so step one, let's get this gasket off. And then I've got this chisel here. It's kind of sharp enough to get the leftover residue, if there is any, off of there. Yeah, so I'll see you when that's done. All right, that doesn't look that clean, but that is about as clean as I can get it with a chisel and some WD-40 on a rag. But I put these shirts down, or these cloths down, to catch all of that. So I want to carefully remove that, and the next step is let's get this gear on. All right, there she is, looking all pretty. It's probably, I don't know how recommended it is, but I'm gonna hit her with some Lucas assembly lube. Before I put that on, I am going to find the dot on the camshaft, and I'm gonna turn the dot to the top of this gear down here. And then I have to line up the camshaft gear with, let's see, where is the arrow on this thing? I'm assuming the divot right here is where it needs to go. I'm assuming the divot right there is where it needs to go. It's a little bit hard to see, but if you look at the gear directly in the center of the screen, you can see just a little indent on it. That is top dead center. Now I just gotta line up that divot on the gear with that dot, and we are in time. All right, after a fight, we've got it in there. It's not torqued down yet. We've got the divot on the camshaft gear and the dot on the crankshaft gear lined up. This gets torqued to 55 foot-pounds plus 50 degrees. So I'll be doing that. All right, now that that is torqued to spec, next we've got to put the, I think just the cover on, right? The gasket and the cover. Yeah, that's it. And this thing's really cool because it already comes with this mount, a camshaft position sensor, the gasket. I mean, it's gonna look really good on the front of this engine. If any of you guys know how to make this block look nice and brand new or black or something, just put it in the comments down below, because I'm kind of lost on that without pulling it out. It's not like it's greasy, it's just an iron block and it's rusty. But yeah, I'll see you guys after I install this timing cover. If you are replacing the timing cover at home, make sure that you remember to put the gasket maker in both corners, the RTB. But besides that, that's pretty much all it is. You slap it on there. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all these down, get the torque specs on the bolts around this, and VVT Delete is done. All right, the final order of this episode just got here. Jegs, I mean, I swear, I'm not sponsored or anything, but they are the quickest company whenever it comes to ordering stuff. So here's valve holder. These will keep, or this will keep the valves up or remove the springs. Just keep pressure on that. I hope I have the fitting that'll go on that. And plug in my hose. Put that up there. This is my harmonic balancer installer. Hopefully this works for an LS. If not, I might have to use a microwave trick. There's threads. That might work. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah. Should work. And then the rest of this, yeah, I've got chromoly push rods. Yeah. Chromoly push rods. This is the gaskets and the fuel line stuff. It's probably the fuel rails. Yeah. Fuel rails. Cool. Yeah, that should bolt right up to that fuel line that I've got. Jeez, are you kidding me? That last order I made was a $200 crankshaft. This was a $700 order, and I didn't get a hat. The last one I got a hat. This one, no hat. No stickers, no nothing. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna get this out. I wanna look at this. My new low profile intake. I wanna see how much lower it sits than that one. All right, I forgot to record, but the fuel rails are in. That was a pain in the butt. Intake is bolted down. The valve springs are in. The rockers are in. I painted the valve covers. I painted the block a little bit. It's starting to look good. So next step is this AR5 transmission. That's the end of this video. Catch us in the next one whenever we are, I'm not sure what the next step is. Should it be the computer or should it be getting the transmission in the car? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. This is Kai from 2K Garage. Bye.